It is time. It is time. These three words are the origins of all great happenings. These three words alone have the power to unite us. It is not that we are easily manipulated, but that words hold great power. It is both an advantage and a disadvantage. Unfortunately, an advantage for the greedy, mindless evils in this world, because with those three words, we will rally for anything. Many times, we do know what we rally for, or we think we know, or we don't care. All we know is that those three words imply that others will stand together with us. We know the power in numbers, and so does the greedy evils that control us. They know it better than we do because they control us, or did. Not anymore. Not after I'm finished talking here. It is time. Time to stand up for ourselves. This is not the first time we've stood up for ourselves. We've stood up for ourselves many times, but we will this time nonetheless. This is not an operation. Operations alone will not make the evils crumble. The evils will always exist. We know it, but we refuse to believe it, because if we were to believe that, then maybe we would lose hope. We were wrong. It is not our purpose to destroy the evils of the world. We need darkness to distinguish light, for if all was light, we would be just as blind as if we were in the dark. No, it is not to destroy the evils, but to contain them, enslave them, cage them, quarantine them, and chain them to be placed on display for the only purpose of using them to distinguish light. This is not an operation. Operations alone will not bring us happiness, only satisfaction, and satisfaction is not what will contain these evils. Before we can contain them, we must knock them down a peg. They are too strong, but only because of our acquiescence. But we know that. That's all we ever hear, how we give our controllers their power from our silent consent. Yet they still are powerful. Why? Because people still aren't listening. Listen to me. Why are you here? For inspiration? I've given you inspiration. It is time. It is time. It is time. It is time. That is all the inspiration you need. Oh, but you don't need inspiration. That's what got you here. You want to know what to do. You want to know what the plan is. There is no plan. This is not an operation. Maybe you want to be led, though. There are no leaders in Anonymous. You wonder why? Because we already have leaders, and look what they've done for us. I'm not your leader. I'm only a voice, a consciousness, but alone I am nothing. Alone I am not anonymous. I am only a body that is the limb of my controllers, and the controllers are the consciousness of a body that is made up of all of our bodies. This must change. We don't need leaders. You are your own leader. We do not need them to unite us as one body. We are more than a body, because we have our own consciousness, which controls our own body. But with those three words, it is time. We can unite our consciousness. We can think as one, move as one, and then no longer are we a group of bodies. We are an entity. That is anonymous. We become an entity, and that concept is the same concept which our controllers used to become an entity, but they made one mistake. They separated themselves from us. They labeled themselves as our leaders, and therefore it is not collective. But we will not be their slaves anymore. But we will not fight. Fighting is not necessary. They aren't that strong, really. We need only ignore them. That is when they realize that we are not their body to control, but we are anonymous. We are the leaders of ourselves. We are individuals. We are legion, united as one, divided by zero. We do not forgive. We do not forget. You need not expect, because here we come. It is time.